Our survival depends not on domination but on restoration of environment, habitats, species, and human values. Let this be of regeneration, not ruin. In case we were sleeping, here comes the wake up calls. We must not ignore these alarming facts longer. Over 1 million species are at the risk of extinction, according to the United Nations IPBES, with extinction rates now tens to hundreds of times higher than the average over the past 10 million years. Since 1900, the global population has surged from 1.6 billion to over 1 billion, a more than five-fold increase in the greenhouse gas emissions. Human consumption has increased 25 folds, with material extraction 100 billion tons annually, far exceeding Earth's regenerative capacity. Our consumption right now is 1.7 Earth. The planet has warmed by 1.5 degrees centigrade since 1800, with 2024 confirmed as the hottest year ever recorded, confirmed as the hottest year ever recorded, and 2025 projected to be amongst the top 3 warmest year. 3.6 billion people, nearly half of humanity, live in areas highly vulnerable to climate impacts, including extreme heat, flooding, and food security, as per WHO report. In India alone, there are 800 people who are exposed to high climate risks, especially in coastal, agrarian, and urban low-income zones. Heat waves now affect 1 billion people annually, with temperatures in part of South Asia and Middle East exceeding 50 degrees centigrade during peak summers. Cyclone frequency and intensity have increased, with Indian Ocean witnessing a 20% rise in severe cyclonic storms over the past 4 decades. Global averages have risen by 20 centimeters since 1880, driven by thermal expansion and melting ice sheets. Under current emission trajectories, sea levels are supposed to rise to 1.2 meters, that is 120 centimeters by 210, threatening megacities like Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and other coastal areas of the world. In India, 571 households in Odisha's Satabhaya village have already been displaced due to coastal erosion and flooding. Same is the case in various other parts of the world. 27% of the Indian coastlines is classified as highly vulnerable, with erosion, salinization, and habitat loss accelerating. Global GDP would shrink up to 18% by 2050. Temperature rises by 3 degrees centigrade. The World Bank estimates climate change push 132 billion people into the poverty by 2030. UN report says that adaptation cost in developing countries is going to be $300 billion annually by 2030 and $500 billion by 2050. The latest news is that Earth has reached its first catastrophic tipping point, with coral reefs now facing widespread die-off as part of 160 researches across 30 countries. Time to rise, wake up.